Andrew Tate, so-called released from jail, but he's on house arrest, so
we'll see.
Rămâneți acolo. Domnul avocat. Domnul avocat. Rămâneți pe loc. Rămânem pe loc. I just want to say that the judges today made the right decision. I respect what they've done for me, and they will be vindicated in their decision because I'm an innocent man and I can't wait to prove it. Love you guys. Karim, bro. Love you. We love you.
Hello, Andrew.
Freedom at last. Mashallah, brother. Mashallah, mashallah. It's a little bit emotional. I've been in one room since last year, so it's a little bit emotional. I want to give respect, firstly, to the judges who heard us today because they were very attentive and they listened to us and they let us free. So I have to give absolute respect to them. I have no resentment in my heart for the country of Romania or for anybody else. I just believe in the truth.
It was political, so
I believe in God, and I think that the fire of truth will eventually destroy all lies, and anybody who lies on a long enough time frame will feel the sting of regret, and I believe in this.
yeah, sure.
I truly believe that justice will be served in the end. There is 0% chance of me being found guilty of something I have not done. I maintain my absolute innocence, and I think most people understand this, and I look forward to being home. So thank you very much, everybody.
And what are your plans for the next days then?
When I was in jail, I did 7,417 push-ups. I would like to get to 10,000 before the end of the weekend. So
I make 10,000 already.
I will focus on the push-ups and I will read the Quran. Thank you very much. Thank you.
He's in jail, pumping iron.
man, he looks bigger than when he was out of jail.
Are you surprised? Nothing else to do in there, isn't it? Are you surprised?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That exercise reduces the stress levels, you know?
Yeah.
Keeping him sane, innit? Yeah. Keeping him sane, man. No. I believe he's innocent. And it was definitely a political hit job. They wanted to bring him down. And I believe the reason why they wanted to do that is because of that masculine tone that he has when he speaks. And he was awakening masculine, that masculine feeling in men in the West. And the powers that be, you know, feminism and so on, that are pushing feminism onto the masses, they didn't like that tone. And I think that was his main, forget about what he talks about or what he says. That's been said by many people. You see what I'm saying? By many people in the manosphere. Many people are kind of saying what he's saying. The real issue was that masculine tone that he has when he speaks. That's what the energy.
That masculine tone is missing desperately in society at the moment. So when people heard that, they were like, what is this? Maybe I've never heard this before, or I haven't heard this kind of thing for a long time.
He's backed by success as well. Like, he's backed by success.
Yeah.
So he's speaking with authority. That's it. Yeah. He's registering. Yeah. With young men, with men all around the world who don't want to simp no more. Yeah. Masculinity. Masculine men. Masculinity is authority. Masculinity is authority. Yeah. But feminism is saying the contrary. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is why his tone was so dangerous. Do you see what I'm saying? Because men were waking up and understanding, like, I'm a man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what was so threatening about him. Yeah. That's why he had to be stopped. Yeah, because feminists, they like this. He's like a toxic masculine, but there's a toxic masculine, there's a healthy masculine, and I think for the most part, Andrew's healthy masculine. I think there's only masculinity. I don't think there's such thing as, even the term toxic masculinity is a derogatory term to basically put men down. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It doesn't exist. Yeah. There's masculinity is good. Masculinity is what has built the world. But there's negative points to being masculine, just as there is negative points to feminine. Like what?
What for masculine, like being insensitive.
I think that's where feminism has twisted it.
Yeah.
Society actually needs those points in men to maintain it properly. Like sometimes you need a group of men not to be sensitive and just to get their heads down and do the work.
So what about what you call it? An abusive husband or abusive father?
That's not masculinity.
What's that?
Like the masculinity is masculinity.
So what would you call that then? An abusive father, an abusive...
Yeah, that's an abusive person. A woman can be abusive, a man can be abusive. But that has nothing to do with masculinity. Masculinity is a good thing. Femininity is a good thing.
Yeah.
Abuse is something else.
Abuse is something else.
So abuse is abuse. It's not masculine.
Abuse is not tied to masculinity. It's tied to immoral behavior.
There are loads of women that are abusive.
Yeah, loads of women that are abusive.
Yeah.
But that's not to do with femininity. That's to do with immoral behavior from that woman, or immoral behavior from a man. Masculinity itself. Masculinity is what helps the world move forward. Is what protects children, what protects women, what builds things. Masculinity is everything.
So all the world wars, so you don't think that was negative masculine behavior?
No,
that's humans having a desire
for
power and control.
But that's natural.
I would attribute that like a.
It's also immoral. It's also immoral behavior.
Toxic masculine.
Nah, no such thing. I think it's immoral behavior on their part. But don't forget that there's politics attached to wars. Do you see what I'm saying? There's politics attached to wars. There's reasons why why they take over other countries or they go to war. You know, you've got greed, you've got politics, you've got all types of things attached to that. But that has nothing to do with masculinity. Let's say someone wants to take over your country, okay, for whatever reason, for greed, selfishness, whatever reason, right? Power, for whatever reason, right? And he convinces through politics, he convinces that his own country that this is the best move for the country, blah, 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 blah. It is masculinity. Once he attacks that country, it's masculinity that will defend the children. It will defend the people.
So what you're saying, if my country's being attacked, it's masculinity defending.
Of course, from immoral behavior.
So on the other side, what is driving that?
What is driving?
Is it not? So
that's
do you understand what I'm saying?
No, immoral behavior.
Let's take example Hitler. His immorality drove him, and he nearly overtook. He nearly overtook Europe.
I'll tell you how. Because Hitler was upset that with what was happening to Germany. Yeah, what do you call it? With what the Allies did to Germany.
Yeah,
do you see what I'm saying?
After World War I.
So he was upset. He was upset by the French, I think, taking over part of Germany and separating Germany, because Austria used to be, you see what I'm saying, used to be part of. So he was upset. So there's a history there, and he wanted the times when Germany was in power and it was, it was powerful and so on and so forth. He wanted that to come back again. He felt so. He had a reason for why he felt the way he felt. But regardless, of course, and after he got into power, what did we see? We saw him attacking other places and trying to take more than what. But he felt justified. He felt justified in what he was doing. You see what I'm saying? Even though he was wrong, you see what I'm saying? He still felt justified. He felt that if he took that action, that he would be in the right, because they've done wrong to me.
The people who stopped him were men as well.
Yeah, but that's the point I was trying to make, because you lot said, when a country's being attacked, it's masculinity defending.
Yeah, because...
But when on the other side is men as well.
Yeah, but that's...
So is it not masculinity doing the attacking?
No.
And the defending?
No, it's immoral behavior. It's immoral
behavior is doing the attacking, masculinity doing defending. What I'm trying to say is there's immorality in masculinity.
What has... how?
That's what I'm trying to say.
How can masculinity have immorality attached to it? So, for example, I can decide to do any immoral behavior just like a woman can decide to do any immoral behavior.
Yeah.
Her femininity and my masculinity has nothing to do with with me deciding to do something immoral.
But there's a moral way of doing it, masculine wise, and there's a moral way of doing it.
No.
Feminine wise, bitching. That's the feminine.
Masculinity.
That's the negative feminine trait.
Masculinity
of femininity, bitching.
Masculinity is biology.
I just can't remember the masculine trait right now.
No, masculinity is biological. When I decide to do something, for example, when I psychologically decide to do something immoral, that's a choice that I made. That has nothing to do with my masculinity. My masculinity doesn't drive me to do something wrong. Doesn't drive me.
But you have a masculine side and a feminine side within you.
I don't believe in that.
That's the issue. That's the issue. Then.
I don't believe in that.
So you don't believe there's a masculine side and a feminine energy inside you?
No.
That's the issue.
I don't even know.
Do you believe that?
No.
I don't even know.
Now I've got to the root for the next. That's the issue.
I don't even know what feminine energy is or masculine energy is. I just believe that if you're born a man, you are a man and you're masculine.
Nah,
and you have a masculine nature.
Everybody has a masculine side and a feminine side.
Nah, I don't believe that.
I got to the root of the problem.
That's a feminist new age.
Yeah,
for real.
That's what they're trying to convince you.
They're trying to convince you that men, no, you are a man. Okay, if that's the case, then if you're a man and you've got masculine and feminine, right?
Yeah.
Then that means you can be feminine and you can be masculine, right? You can choose.
No. Basically, in the mental, like just like in the physical realm, there's masculine and feminine. In the mental realm and spiritual realm, there's masculine and feminine traits as well, principles. There's only two principles: the masculine and feminine. The law of gender. You've never heard of the law of gender?
No, I don't think
metaphysics, Kabbalion, law of gender.
What's happening in the world today is, if you catch people at a young enough age, and if you can get through to their heads by messaging in the media, you can convince people of certain things that are not there.
Yeah,
I think that's generally what's going on here. But if you take a man and you take a woman, they basically naturally go into their masculine side for a man and feminine side for the woman.
So there's a reason. There's different dimensions, the spiritual realm, mental realm, and physical realm.
There's a reason why.
Do you believe that?
No. There's a reason why.
Can you at least answer that question?
Go ahead.
Is there a mental realm? Is there a spiritual realm? And is there a physical realm? Do you believe that at least?
Nah.
So you don't believe in heaven? I
don't get that. What do you mean by mental? What?
But
just mental as in thinking?
Hold on. In relation to what we are talking about in terms
just
of
in general
and femininity.
Yeah, just because you said this masculine thing is a physical thing. I'm trying to tell you
it is.
The masculine concept, the principle of masculinity exists in the physical realm, exists in the mental realm, and exists in the spiritual realm.
What do you mean by realm?
Yeah,
spiritual realm.
But what is the realm bit?
So physical is tangible.
Yeah.
Mental is unseen, which is like when you self-talk. When you talk to yourself,
like your thoughts.
Yeah. That's the mental realm. Your images, your creativity, imagination, that's all mental realms. That's called mental faculties. So because it exists in the mental realm, and there's the spiritual realm, which operates all of that, which is another deeper realm. So now I understand why you lot ain't freaking understanding me today. It's cool.
I've never thought about it like that.
Leave it like
I never thought about it.
I'm dropping jewels on you lot. I'm dropping jewels on you lot. It's alright.
When I think about we can determine masculinity biologically because men are stronger than women.
You're looking at it from the physical point.
Hold on, from the physical aspect, which is what I'm judging by. Men are stronger than women.
I get it.
Yeah, do you see what I'm saying? Men are stronger than women. Psychologically, men are more logical than women. We're less emotional. We are deductive problem solvers. So we can see that masculinity is is we can see that it's a biological reality. We can see that, and it's a psychological reality. We can see that aspect of things. So a man cannot have two natures, a feminine nature and a masculine, you know what I mean, a masculine nature. You either have a masculine nature or you be a woman and have a feminine nature. But this interchangeable ideas.
The thing is, don't worry, I'm gonna teach you lot.
It happens in Scandinavian countries, like the most feminist country in the world, where they just said you're equal and you're free to get, anyone can do any job. What happened is the men went into all the labor intensive STEM jobs, and the women went into all the jobs relating to people.
They did the studies,
and that it just naturally fell like that.
So you should be okay with a man being a woman and a woman being a man.
Hell to the Islam. Hell to the.
We could say that he's just tapping into his feminine nature.
But he's confused. Yeah.
But if he's got both nature, he can choose whichever he wants to.
Let me ask this question: how can a man know what a woman feels like if he's never experienced being a woman? How can a woman exactly? So all that.
Okay, but if he's operating off of both natures, if he has both natures, then he should be able to choose and tap into which nature he most he favors. So this idea of men being having a masculine nature and a feminine nature is basically coming back from feminism again, and the whole purpose.
You know, just playing feminism for everything.
The whole purpose. No. Because who came up with gender as a social construct? And what does gender as a social construct teach us? Essentially, if you look at the end product of it, is that a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man. And this is where you get the whole, you're both feminine and you're both masculine. You're either masculine or you're feminine. That's it.
No, that's not
a woman is feminine because she has a feminine nature and it's backed by her biology and psychology.
But there are some people that are naturally born male but gravitate to more feminine traits. But some women born but gravitate to more masculine traits. That is natural, but it doesn't mean you're a woman or trapped in a man's body and vice versa. It doesn't mean that. It just means you have traits there.
How can you tell that person it doesn't mean that if they feel like they want to tap into that?
They've just taken it too far.
If they
I think that's the beginning.
They just took that way left.
That's like the introduction to breaking the rule that there's only two genders.
Yeah.
Nah, see, but you're not understanding.
How many genders are there?
There's only two genders, but there's more than one plane, though. Plane of existence. It's too deep for you lot, man.
I got lost.
I can't wait.
There's more than one plane of existence. It's getting too deep for you lot.
No, we need to have this.
Yeah. This is it. This is interesting because I don't even know what plane of existence.
No,
is.
seriously. Whether people like Andrew Tate or not, and there are things about Andrew Tate that I'm not necessarily a fan of, and whether you like it or not, to me this was about the system unjustly holding them, holding them without having any real evidence.
Because he got too influential.
Yeah, exactly. So
he got too popular, didn't he? And I think he got to that level where he was probably like he could probably influence elections.
Exactly.
And he never actually aligns with any political party. But if he did,
there
might be there could be problems.
So he became
and they can't control him.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
So yeah, guys.
Unless they killed him and cloned him.
Listen, you need to come back, bro.
I'm down. This is fun.
That was
Thanks for having me, man.
Man, come on, bro. Every time. You need to come back because we need to finish that topic as well.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Listen, guys, this is Octavio, Mo, and my brother Kobe here. We brought you another great episode, The Solution, So, yeah, man. Till next time, guys.